Hey, I'm Guy.
I'm John.
It's our YouTube channel. Subscribe to it and give this video a like.
Also, our podcast below in the description. Check that out.
Also, this video is brought to you by wineaccess.com/ham, John.
Yes, it is. Wineaccess.com/ham. Send a gift today, 20% off. Nice bottles, cheaper bottles. You can check and view any type of bottles you want on wineaccess.com/ham.
Your satisfaction is absolutely guaranteed. 5 primetime games. Here they are. NBC Packers Week 3. NBC Sunday Night Football Colts Week 7. Monday Night Football Rams Week 10. Sunday Night Football Seattle Week 13. That's 3 Sunday night games, plus the Tennessee Thursday night game. Five primetime games, 4 true primetime games. Thursdays, we could, and I think Sunday nights are Monday nights are powerful. Sunday nights are really powerful.
You're talking about 5 playoff teams, right? I mean, the Packers were the 1 seed. The Colts lost in the first round to the Ravens, but they were an 11-win team. And their quarterback position, I mean, I guess Rivers was, it's hard to tell, but it could be better. Could be, a push. But at worst, they're going to be 11, 12 wins. The Rams, one thing that just helps this division is that the Rams are good. McVay's a star. They're a powerhouse franchise. They really matter to the league right now. And in a weird way, you always say this about the Chargers. I think it's true about the Rams too. They're a way bigger national story than they are locally.
Yeah.
And I bet locally they've gained a lot of steam these last couple of years. Stafford,
but I would say
now, McVay.
Herbert for sure feels that way, right? People in LA are like, I don't know. Nationally, he's huge.
So the Sunday night, the 3 Sunday night games, Green Bay, Indy, Seattle, those are fucking sweet. And then the Monday night game against the Rams, that's pretty badass. And the Thursday night game, I'm complaining about the distance, but Tennessee guy, back-to-back years in the playoffs, they've pretty well established as, they'd be like, John, you're blowing Indy. We won the division last year.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, and I think just from a pure entertainment standpoint, if you said, okay, let's look at this from the perspective of just the NFL product, Tennessee Niners is, in a good way, a weird game.
Yeah.
It's a great, weird, wait, the Niners are playing the Titans? The same way I love watching, the same reason they Photoshop guys in new uniforms immediately, because it's fun to see what something different looks like. That's the Niners and the Titans on the field together. You just don't get that a lot. When was the last time they played?
Feels like a long time ago. When I think the Titans, I feel like they've played the Raiders every year for a decade, but I do not, when I close my eyes, can envision Niners-Titans. You're right. That is kind of a random game.
In a good way.
But to me, the Niners now have played the Packers every year since Kyle's been here. And when they're both good, that is just it's a powerhouse brand game, right? I mean, that is just kind of like Yankees Cardinals, or I guess that would be, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yankees, fucking whatever. And
Cubs,
yeah,
Red Sox.
It's you need the same. They're in the same conference, so the same. It'd be like Yankees, Astros. I mean, it's just a massive game. And I think the Rams and Seattle, if they're all good, to me, those 3 games are locks. The Niners playing the Rams, the Niners playing Seattle, those games are getting slotted into primetime games. That's where we're at with all 3 franchises, right? The Niners versus both of them, you're putting them on. Because ultimately, the Niners, if they are good, are the biggest draw of the 3 ratings-wise, and you just can't lose with the other ones. And the great part about the NFC West, I remember last year watching Cardinals. It was the DK game when he hawked Budda Baker. I think the NFC West really pops on night television at prime time. All 4 teams. And this is where it's nice having the Cardinals kind of good too. If you would have told me that it wasn't the Rams or Seattle, but it was the Cardinals got one, Monday Night Football, Niners Cards, I wouldn't complain. I know they didn't get one, but I would rather have Seattle. But I'm just saying you could flip flop it, and I could live with it.
2017, the last time they played, John, Ryan Suckup and Robbie Gould, the Niners and Titans, exchanged 8 combined field goals in a Niners 25-23 victory. Jimmy Garoppolo threw for 381 yards, 43 attempts. It was the big Delaney Walker returns to San Francisco game. Everyone remembers that. Yeah, DeMarco Murray, Carlos Hyde. Not really a great game, but Jimmy got paid, so. DeForest Buckner had 9 tackles. There you go. That's the last time they've played. This is a different. These are not Mike Mularkey's Titans.
I don't remember that. You're saying DeMarco Murray was on the Titans?
DeMarco
I don't
Murray.
even remember that.
Yeah. Is he still on the staff? I don't know. But
He's
anyway.
He's the Oklahoma running back coach.
Oklahoma. That's right. Went to Oklahoma. Thank you. He was on Arizona's staff for a second with Kevin Sumlin. But yeah, it's a great game. And again, well, I guess you don't do Sunday nights on week 18, right? We don't have a Sunday night week 18 game.
We just don't know it yet. So it is conceivable that one team gets flexed up there. Yeah, if it works out that way,
if
one
it works
team
out.
gets it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, last year they didn't really have one, and that was the Eagle game when they put Sudfeld and everyone freaked. Remember? They put Sudfeld in the game, and people lost their mind.
And there's really nothing, once you can start flexing games week 11, there's probably not a game for them to get flexed into, right, on Sunday night?
Yeah.
Is the max primetime game, did it change, or is it 5, or is it 6?
It's 5, but I do
think
think
it change with week 18?
Week 18 gets thrown out the window. Like you have to flex someone, right? If the game's worthy of it. I don't think they care.
Yeah, I don't think we're missing anything in terms of is there anything else that would have been a better primetime game than the games we got? To me, my favorite game on this schedule is Colts Niners Sunday Night Football, week 7. If you said right now, if you told them here's a question for you on primetime games. If you told the NFL right now, Trey Lance and Justin Fields will both be starting by week 18, would they have put that game on Halloween and Thursday in Sunday Night Football or whatever primetime somehow, some way? Like, would Fields Lance be better than any of these other games they got in primetime?
But I think we undersell what like Fox in the afternoon with Buck and Aikman, like that they value that. So it's like if you tell me that, it would not be inconceivable that Aikman and Buck are on that call. If the games matter,
it's a 10 a.m. game right now.
Yeah, I mean,
could move it.
Yeah, I don't know all the rules, but listen, Seattle 49ers has just been going longer, right? This decade since Pete Carroll's been there. But I am more excited to watch Stafford Niners because I do know what Russell and Seattle like. That game's going to be awesome. They're both, the 2 Seattle games are just heavyweight fights. But like, are the Rams just dramatically better with Stafford?
Yes.
Like that is, I'm fired up for that. Just those 2 games.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Like I was cool with it just because it was Kyle, But once the game started, like I think it has a little more juice now with a better quarterback.
Well, it's what makes it scary is it's like, oh, McVay hasn't even been playing with like his best yet.
Well, I think Kyle would say neither have I.
Yeah, we would say that. And that's where Trey Lance comes in.
He'd be like, well, you guys both traded 2 net ones. Let's see whose guy's better.
Mm-hmm. That'll be part of the story. Should you have made that deal?